Have you ever applied to any NHS trust for a care job and then got an unfortunately? That is me. I remember several months ago when I first applied to one NHS trust for a care job, and it took me several days to even fill the application. Then I realized that the most challenging part of this application is coming up with a supporting statement. Like, it took me several days to come up with a story that is fascinating and convincing to put as my supporting statement. If you have never watched any of my videos to the end before, please try to watch this particular one to the very end. We all know that the Home Office has come out with the new immigration law that says from 11th of March, anyone that is changing to a care visa won't be able to bring their dependents into the UK or remain with their dependents in the UK. But there is a good news. You know, I told you that I'm a custodian and an ambassador of good news. If you get NHS job as a clinical support worker, otherwise known as a nursing assistant or a nursing auxiliary, under the standard occupation code 6141, you can still bring in your dependents into the UK, and if they are already here, you can still remain with them in the UK with your own certificate of sponsorship. So the new rule applies to only those people that get a sponsorship under the standard occupation code 6145, which is for care assistants, and 6146, which is for senior care assistants. So even if you're getting this job with the NHS as a care assistant or a senior care assistant, I'm not quite sure you can still bring your dependents or remain with your dependents in the UK. However, if you get a job as a clinical support worker under the standard occupation code 6141 with the NHS, you are still allowed to bring in your dependents or remain with your dependents. The only limiting factor is that I am not quite sure if there are private organizations that recruit for the position of nursing auxiliaries or nursing assistants or the clinical support workers. I am not quite sure. If you know any, please leave in the comment section for us. One secret about getting NHS job is how fast you are able to submit your application, because you know that it is highly competitive and there are so many people that are applying for the same position. So if you are able to put in your application early before they reach the peak, I mean the number of people that they want, number of applicants that they want to consider, then you stand a higher chance of getting the job. Because once they get to the number of applicants that they want, once it reaches the limit, then they may not consider the rest of the applicants, even if the closing date is yet to come. And that is why a number of us get, unfortunately, emails. It could be because you have submitted your application late, or because your supporting statement is not rich and convincing enough. So I came across a video on TikTok where this lady just got NHS job, and then she shared how she wrote her statement of purpose, and it was brilliant. So I decided to share this video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please do consider liking this video, subscribing, and sharing this video out. Again, my name is Bimbo. I'm a UK care assistant and I'm a Nigerian trained pharmacist. Let's go straight into the video.
I learned how to write the supporting statement on TikTok, so it's only fair I teach people. I can't remember the lady's handle. I wish I can, so I can thank her. I've done about 13 applications and I've had 3 interviews and 1 offer. So I'm going to show you how to do it. First of all, when it comes to applying on track, you have to fill every single section. Every single section. When I started applying, that was the mistake I made. The first time I properly applied for NHS job, I used about 4 hours that night, no jokes. I used about 4 hours because I had to fill every section. You have to fill in every section. Your jobs, the space in jobs when you were not working, you have to fill everything. If you've done trainings, you have to fill it. Even if you've done training from another company, fill it there, it helps. If you can do care certificate, do it, it helps. Because this job I got, they wanted someone that has care certificate. So I'll be showing you how to write your supporting statement. So now let's get into it. Now this is a healthcare support worker role. You go to about this job, you scroll to where the job description is, and anything you feel is they want the applicant to do, you copy everything. So let's look at the job. You see this one, they said the successful candidates who work within an established team. Previous experience of working in healthcare is desirable but not essential. You copy those things that you feel is important. So I'm going to copy this one. So you go to ChatGPT on your phone and you tell ChatGPT what to do for you. So I'll say create a supporting statement for this job description for me. You tell it a little bit about yourself I have a year experience in care. I have experience in customer service. I am enthusiastic about the job. This one is just karamo. But you can just tell ChatGPT a few things about yourself. If you want to talk about your educational background, supposing I was applying for a receptionist role, I studied business admin. I have a master's in organizational behavior. I have a master's in international business. I'll put that because that will attract them for a receptionist role. But since we're applying for a healthcare support worker role, they don't really need to know you studied business admin. Only if you study something that is relating to health sector. I don't know if you get my point. So you can say I am friendly, and then you go down, you go back to where the job is, you copy the job description and come and paste it. Yes, copy as much as you can. It will create whatever you want for you. This is the job description now. This one is not even the duties of the applicant, but I want to show that I have interest in their values, because one thing NHS wants is someone that takes their values seriously. I'll copy the values. Look at it. I will still go and paste it there again. I'll go back to any job description again. Look at what they want the successful candidate to experience of working in the customer face, the environment, flexible work approach. I'll copy all this. Everything I feel is relevant to the role. Look at the skills they want again. I'm copying everything. I don't want to know how long it is. I'm going to copy everything for ChatGPT to create for me. Almost everybody that has worked in care has done infection prevention and manual handling, health and safety. So you just input everything you feel is important to do, and now you let ChatGPT create the supporting statements for you. Can you see it's creating it? So when it's done creating, I'll now copy it. I'll open a new note on my phone. I'll paste it here. You see, I did not go and paste it in the supporting statement on NHS website or on track. No, because I heard they use AI tools to know if people use AI. I don't know how true that is, but it's better safe than sorry. So when I copy here, I want to paraphrase it. You're not going to paraphrase it, you filter it, things you feel is not important. For example, when I was applying for this one, they said they want someone that has midway IT knowledge. I don't have that. I just put it in there that I don't have it, but I'm willing to learn. Do you get? So you filter it, you paraphrase it. Now let's go to the paraphrasing tool I use. I use Quillbot or Grammarly. Let's use Quillbot now. We'll now go to Quillbot. We'll now go to Quillbot now. You are going to copy and paste each each paragraph, because you want to paraphrase it. So let's copy the first paragraph. Let's read the first paragraph first to see. I'm writing to experience my genuine maintenance with a year of hands-on experience. The first paragraph is okay. We don't need to paraphrase it. Now let's go to the second. Why my experience in healthcare settings still developing. I'm passionate about making a positive impact on patients. Let's paraphrase it. It's okay, but just to avoid us doing copy and paste. That's why I always paraphrase my own. So it's going to paraphrase it for me. Look at this one. This one looks like English you and I will say, not professor level English. It says, even though I haven't had much experience working at the hospital, I'm passionate about improving patients' life and making sure they get the best care. We are going to copy it. You change that paragraph to this one. It has changed. We'll go to the next one. I'm enthusiastic about the opportunity to work. You copy it again. We're going to paraphrase every paragraph, except if you see that, oh, the English is fair enough, then you leave it. I like to paraphrase everything. See this one now. I'm excited about the chance to work in an established team, supporting nurses in their efforts to create a welcome. Perfect. You copy it. you change that paragraph to this too. So this is all you will do till you are done. Then I like to remove all these parts. I just write warm regards, and I just write my name at the end. Just say. And in the beginning as well, remember to cut out these parts. All these parts are not part of what you put there. Then you now copy it and take it to your application in track and put your supporting statements there.
So if you have watched this video up to this point, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you. And if you have found this video helpful in one way or the other, why not just share this video out, subscribe, turn on notifications, and if you have any question, please do well to leave your questions in the comments section. Thank you, and I hope to see you in my next video.